Actually, you can. Honestly.
Okay.
Ni white label mo lang.
I
during
think
the
kasi
pandemic.
walang magawa yung mga tao.
It's just, something on the side pa rin.
Sila at sila yung bumibili.
Okay. Hindi mo na kailangan ng tulong. What's up guys? Another watch, another day. Dito tayo, Paring Hive Studios, and we have here Ma'am Trina, our guest for today. Please introduce yourself naman. Oh.
So I'm Trina, a business owner. I own Trilueva. It's a shoe brand, locally made footwear for women. It stands for my maiden name. It's Trina Luis Evangelista, and it's been going on for the past 10 years already.
10 years na yung business mo?
Yes.
Really? Tagal na ha?
Yes. So,
Di mo na kailangan ng tulong.
kailangan ko ng tulong.
Really? Sige,
Yeah.
sige nga. Okay, sige. Your business is, ikaw lang gumawa or
So,
family business ba to dati or
Actually, ano siya typical passion project. Like, you have 5,000 peso capital way back. And then, sabi ko, I'm gonna explore. Kasi nagustuhan ko yung Trilueva as my name. Parang brand name. So, anong gagawin ko? And, having a wide feet. And then, I'm 5'9" as well. Sabi ko, ang hirap makahanap ng perfect footwear na affordable. So, sabi ko, why not explore rebranding? Yung mga uso that time na online selling and all. So, I started with a 5,000 capital on hand. And then, it grew from there. I think I can share yung milestone ko talaga was during the pandemic. As cliche as it may sound, it was 2020, walang nakakalabas, pero dun pumatok yung business na footwear. So
online.
Online.
Yes.
So I think it was because I was able to tap certain influencers or celebrities and even vloggers that featured my product and dun talaga nag-fly.
Honestly, sa totoo lang lahat ng, even for me, like pandemic, as sabi ko nga, as irony, as cliche as it sounds, during the pandemic, actually, ang daming yumaman. To be honest. Ang daming sinasabi nila na nalugmok sila dahil sa pandemic. Even for me, like, I think I experienced both sides na nalugmok ako, but also then, it was an opening opportunity, especially sa online platforms. And that's where I pivoted my business. And then, doon din ako nag-boom, actually.
Correct. I think kasi walang magawa yung mga tao sa pera
walang
nila
magawa,
that time.
yes. Daming ayuda, di ba?
Pero medyo maingat ako when I say na doon nag-boom because syempre you have to be sensitive as well na syempre it was a crisis and
Yes.
So pero
Tama
yun
naman.
talaga, doon yung milestone ng brand na nag-fly talaga siya kasi nga yung mga
So this brand, I want to understand and get sense more of what your brand is. So shoes siya, ano to? Sports shoes?
Typical casual slip-ons like the one I'm wearing right now. So I also have samples there.
More on parang
yung casual wear ng mga babae. Made from Marikina.
For offices. Like,
yes,
Marikina.
office,
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask ka na. So, Marikina
siya.
And you have, of course, manufacturers that did your shoes.
Yes.
And then, ni-white label mo lang. Nilagyan mo ng mga label. So, the design, are you into the designing of shoes as well? Or
no. So, typical
ready-made na siya na may design na, tapos mamimili ka na lang, and then you put your brand, you slap your brand on it lang.
Usually, kung ano yung trending, or ano yung nakikita namin na magte-trend way forward. Kasi meron na yan parang season sa footwear I think globally, you can already compare ano yung mga typical footwear for women. And then, we create a local version of it, whatever materials available here in Marikina. So, ganun siya. Hindi siya exclusive.
10 years na.
10 years.
2014 ka nag-start, 2024 na ngayon. Pero nag-boom talaga siya only during the pandemic.
Correct.
Okay.
2020.
So, with the 6 years na before pandemic, what do you think happened there with your brand?
Ano lang siya, come and go. Because I also work in a corporate setting So, I'm part of an FMCG company.
Okay.
So, kumbaga ano ko lang siya
Ano yung FMCG company na?
Sorry,
what do you mean by FMCG?
So, fast-moving consumer goods.
Okay.
So, yung mga typical...
Doon lang sa mga hindi nakakalam, that's what it means?
Yeah.
Okay, sige.
So, I'm working din sa corporate setting. So, ano lang talaga siya, parang
Side
sideline
hustle.
lang.
Side
And then,
hustle,
iningatan
sideline.
ko lang yung name, pinaregister ko siya kasi pangalan ko siya.
Yes.
Pero come and go siya. It's not something that I'm taking seriously.
And now, are you trying to take it seriously na? Or it's just, something on the side pa rin? What do you think?
So I think to disclose what happened after the pandemic, sabi mo nga, you experienced the highs and lows. So after the pandemic, doon naman nagsulputan yung iba't ibang e-commerce platform. And I was not able to
keep up with the competition.
trend because my price point is quite high compared to this.
How much do you sell?
way back around 650 to 800 eh. Pero when you
Okay.
go to the blue and orange app, similar products you can already get at around 200 or less. So I cannot compete with that. So sabi ko, ano ang gagawin ko to sustain Trilueva in such a way that I can leverage or elevate the branding to make it somehow affordable pero luxurious pa rin yung look.
Actually, you can't. Honestly,
Okay.
I'll tell you now. You can't have something luxurious and cheap. You have
Okay.
to
Ayan na nga. Okay.
you have to keep your branding talaga.
Correct.
Brand identity is very critical
Correct.
when you're putting up a brand, especially like yours.
Mm.
Actually, that's a very strong and very brave move for you to put up your own brand ng ganun ng mga sapatos. Same thing that I would tell people that are trying to put like parang fashion brand, t-shirt brand,
Correct.
apparel brand. It's really hard.
Correct.
With the people buy from people because they buy the story behind it.
Correct.
People buy Nike because they like LeBron.
Mm.
People buy certain brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci,
Correct.
and kahit mga Zara nga may because of the branding
Correct.
na it brings. So for you to tell a story and a lot of people know about that story, for them to actually consume your product, that's the hardest part.
Correct.
So for you lang naman, ang pinakamaganda rito is I think you have to capitalize on something what we call the local.
Okay.
Local siya. Local made, Filipino made,
Mm.
Filipino pride, Filipino brand, something like that. And you also capitalize on since 2014. You've been alive since 2014. That's a good thing, di ba? Most companies and brand na nag-start pa lang dies in the first 3 years. Mamatay na agad yung mga yan, di ba? But for you, you kept it alive because it was a side hustle, di ba? So okay lang din naman.
Yeah.
Wala namang problema dun giving it a side hustle. But if you wanna scale things up, you have to push on the identity of brand mo.
Correct.
Alright? May competition ka, of course, sa mga usual online platforms, di ba, na nagbebenta ng 200. But of course, yung gawa mo, definitely yung quality is different.
Correct.
Definitely yung quality is different. And I think one of the good things din na sinabi mo nga is you exposed your brand with vloggers and influencers, ganon. So, medyo tumatak. Pero paano tatatak?
Correct.
Yun yung ano talaga
Correct.
dun pinakamalaking question mark.
Yeah.
And I think the answer is sa'yo. Are you ready to be the face of your brand? Yun lang yun eh. Yun yung pinaka-question eh. Are you ready to be the face of your brand? Kaya mo ba?
Yun nga yung medyo challenge ako eh. Kasi in terms of confidence and knowing my brand well, syempre, ako nag-build yan from the ground up. But in terms of being exposed in such a way na, of course, I have, again, a corporate job on the side na I'm also protecting. I want to delineate that kind of professional life versus your business owner side. So, doon ako may fear na gusto ko sanang ma-overcome.
You have to take the leap. Honestly, kung gusto mo talaga yung full-time yan, you have to take the leap. Hindi magbo-boom yan kung wala ka eh. Hindi magbo-boom yan kung hindi mo nabibigay yung 100%
Yeah.
oras mo dyan. But, before you decide on taking the leap or not, let's discuss further about your business, di ba? So, sinabi mo, you sell right now. How much do you sell one? Range?
So, right now, ito yung challenge ko na I also want to seek advice.
What do you
from
think your challenges?
So,
Go.
Nag-start ako with a price point of around 650 to 800. So, ang mga bumibili sa akin, mga fan base, mga fans ng mga influencers or artista.
Okay.
So now, since pumasok ako sa department store setting, of course, my price point should be higher.
Are you in the department stores now?
Yeah. So,
So,
after
SM?
Robinsons.
Robinsons.
Yeah.
So, nakapasok ka kay Robinsons. Okay.
So, yung challenge ko, since, di ba, pandemic nga, syempre, tumumal siya. And I won't sugarcoat that. Sabi ko, how can I elevate the brand na ma-maintain ko pa rin yung image niya na somehow medyo nasa mid-class B or C. So, I entered the department store setting. But definitely, ang challenge is, iba yung market na na-build ko through online versus sa mga buyers sa department store. So, I get to maintain a different set of catalog via online and a different product profile din naman sa department store. And it creates confusion towards my customers na saan ka ba talaga nagpepresyo?
Yes.
Sino ba? Si Masa ba? Or kung sino na lang yung may pambili sa mall at a price point of around
So,
1,800.
cheaper ba yung mga prices mo sa mall?
Higher eh. At
Higher.
around 1,800 to 2,500.
1,800 to 2,500.
Yeah.
Kasi Robinsons gets their cut. Diba?
Yes,
Tama.
correct.
So, how much do they get?
Around 20%.
Around 20%.
Pero I don't pay any rental kasi.
Yeah. Because that's their fee na. Yeah. Consignment na siya. Okay, anyway. Online, where do you put your brand?
Sa Instagram talaga siya. And sa Laura. Currently,
so, you don't have own website yet?
No, wala pa.
Are you thinking of putting up your own website?
Hopefully, yes. But, yun
Cheesy.
Oo nga, may question mark sa mind ko na gusto ko munang maayos. Ano ba talaga yung gusto kong i-communicate sa clients ko? Na sino lang ba yung may iwan, yung may pambili lang? Or i-retain ko yung in a way na utang na loob, I must say, dun sa mga talagang bumibili sa akin for the past 10 years na sanay sila sa ganitong price point.
Ganito na lang. Gaano kalaki you think of the market share? When I say market share, like sa market ng shoes, of course, it's big. It's a big industry, di ba? So, doon sa market share na yon, sino ba yung mga... Kasi gusto mong pahalagahan yung clients mo na nakabili na sa'yo before. Yeah. Yung mga loyal clients mo, that are they repeat buyers?
Yes.
Always repeat buyers.
Always. So pag may lalabas akong bago, parang nagkaroon na ng virtual relationship with them na yung support nila along the way nandyan. So kada may ilalabas ako, sila yung bumibili.
Okay.
But so yun.
Something I have to tell you is when it comes to these type of products and branding, is you actually spend 80% of your budget's marketing.
Okay.
Only 20% to get the product.
Okay.
Acquisition, yung product acquisition, yung manufacturing mo, yung inventory mo, just 20 to 25%. 75% to 80% always goes to marketing. Diba? Ganun kahirap mag-branding. Kasi sa marketing, doon mo talaga maipupush yung product mo. People will only buy from you when they know that they're getting a story behind the product. Diba? Sinuot to ni ganito, ini-endorse to ni ganito, and you yourself, you've been a milestone for other people. You've been an image of something to other people. Yeah. So yun talaga yung nagbibig. I would actually advise you to put your prices up.
Okay.
And give yung sa mga, alam mo naman na yung mga dati mong mga bumibili sa'yo, give them a discount code on your website. If you want them, di ba, to thank people who have been with you in the past 10 years, di ba? So, give them a discount code siguro para ma-enjoy pa nila and the prices that they are used to.
Correct.
Pero, as you grow, your following should also grow.
Correct. So, yun nangyari kasi na nararamdaman ko is, hindi naman sa, syempre, questionable siya, but yung sa akin is for the past 10 years, sila yung bumibili.
Okay.
What's next? Parang gusto ko namang ilabas yung brand sa ibang segment. Like, probably at a price point of 3,000 plus. Like,
okay. If sila rin yung bumibili, I think what you're missing there is cold audience. When we say cold audience, people who have never heard anything about you. So those are the tinatawag natin na cold audience. So when you say cold audience, paano mo sila itatap? There are a lot of ways para matap tong cold audience na to. And sa warm audience mo naman, it's just retargeting, basically, what you have to do. Now, sa cold audience naman, to really instill your brand to their mind is something na magkiklik para sa kanila. Now, paano magkiklik para sa kanila? This is where I'm saying na dapat ang laki ng budget mo dito sa marketing.
Correct.
If I were you and I have the budget, kunin ko agad Catherine Bernardo, pare. O, ganun talaga.
Lumalabas ang TF ni Catherine ngayon. Nakita mo ba?
Siyempre, di ba, lumabas mo yung movie niya eh. Pero yun talaga, mag-i-instill.
Correct.
Sa utak talaga ng tao. Now, before I go there sa marketing and I advise you what road to take when it comes to marketing, I want to know more about the product and your margins.
Yeah.
How is your margin with the product?
Probably around 120%, I must say.
Profit margin or markup yan?
The profit margin na.
When we say profit margin, meaning if you're selling 1,000 pesos and your capital is 300, your profit margin is
700.
70%.
Oh, okay.
70%. Because 100% is the 1,000. Your margin for the 1,000 is 70% because 300 lang yung ano mo. Now, with you, how much ba yung cost?
Okay, so for average cost is around 500, but 500. I get to sell it at 1,800 to
1,800. So we're looking at a healthy
so let's
75% to 80%.
Yeah.
But this is good. It's good naman. Actually, if I were you, taasan ko pa. Yeah. Or babaan mo yung cost mo.
Okay.
What do you think is the biggest contribution to the cost?
I think the MOQ or the order quantity. Because I get to limit as well my order quantity kasi nga again, nandun yung fear na mag-build up ka ng inventory for something that you cannot sell or liquidate as soon as possible. Knowing na, syempre may threshold lang yung shoes na hindi siya pwedeng ganong katagal na naka-store and everything. So, I think yun yung isang opportunity to lower down my cost is to increase my order quantity.
Okay. To help you with that, yung MOQ. Kasi pag gusto mo mag-release ng something like a line-up, you have to get your audience involved. That's just one strategy that you have to put in mind. So, basically, what you can do is create a campaign. Kunyari, today, magre-release ka ng 3. Releasing this fall. Which one you think we should release?
Okay.
People will vote. People will do this. People will, ano. So, you'll have an idea whatever. Releasing 1 to 2 designs per fall, per quarter is better than releasing 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yun yung, I think, yung dilemma ko right now.
Yun yung dilemma mo, yeah. Because you need to have a minimum quantity order, di ba? So, for you to keep to put all your money into 10 baskets, put it in 1.
Okay.
And boost mo yung marketing mo for this one.
Kasi sa akin,
call it a shoe, something, and then pasuot mo sa 3 na mga influencers, and then at the same time, i-ads mo yung shoe na yon, i-ads mo how people voted for it to be the most voted for the most anticipated shoe of the year for your brand, and then boost ka lang doon ka lang. Bababa yung MOQ mo, tataas yung margin mo, and you can dispose easily that shoe.
Okay. Kasi sa side ko right now, what's happening is, I have a lot of variations in terms of color, styles, and everything. So, nandun yung lituhan. Kasi nga, naguguluhan ako, sino bang isuserve ko? Like, ito bang mga bagets? Ito bang corporate women?
You know what the problem is? I have the same problem.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because tayo, as a business owner, alam natin yung options. Put in mind na yung consumers natin, hindi nila alam yung options.
Okay.
For example, you have blue, you have white, you have beige, and you have black. May 4. Diba? Ngayon, ikaw, hindi gusto nila yung white Ano tatanggalin ko rito? Hindi ko kayang tanggalin yung black kasi mayroong gusto ng black. Nahihirapan ka kasi nga, may 4 choices na you can see.
Correct.
Pero pag nag-release ka lang ng beige at saka black,
correct,
people don't know that there was a blue or white.
Correct. Okay.
So they would only choose between these 2.
Correct.
So it will be easier for them. Actually, mas nahihirapan ng tao pag maraming choices. The less the choices, the better. Kahit ako, pag bibili ako sapatos, kunyari, sa On, may 5 kulay.
Colorway.
Nahihirapan ako mamili, hindi na ako makakabili. Wag na lang, anuhin ko na lang. Kasi may stress din yung pagpipili ng kulay. Pero pag may 2 lang color, ito na lang. Or, worst case scenario, itong 2 na lang kukunin ko.
Okay.
It's easier. Make it always easier for your consumers.
Kasi yan yung feedback na na-receive ko from the department store setting na, bakit ka nag-release ng 6 na kulay, isang style?
Yes.
Why don't you just choose the classic colors like the nude one, the white one, or black and white, and then that's it. Yun lang. So parang they want na better variation mo is different styles, but simple yung kulay.
Exactly.
Tama. Okay,
Tama.
clear.
Like for example, ako, gusto ko ng pantalon. Okay, meron silang beige, meron silang black, meron silang navy blue. Okay na to. Tapos may makikita ka doon, may parang dark, blackish na gray siya. So, meron na namang isa. Ano na kayo mga banda sa 4 na to? Ay, buto, may green pa. Parang may olive green pa. Gusto ko rin na to. May hirapan ka pa. Wherein kanina, okay ka na doon sa 3, kunin mo na yun, tapos na.
Clear.
Ngayon, parang mamimili ka pa. Tatanungin mo pa yung asawa mo, ang tagal mag-reply. Mamaya na lang, babalikan ko na lang.
So, hanggang wala na.
So, wala na.
Okay.
So, make it easier. Make it easier. And then, yung MOQ mo, syempre, bababa pa. Hindi mo na kailangan yung sobrang taas.
Clear.
Yeah.
I think the next question that I was able to prepare is, when is the best time to say yes or no to opportunities?
Don't make the mistake na you think that that's brand awareness na maraming...
Okay. I know someone na brand din, na gano'n siya. I-release niya at first at 800 and then after a week, sasabihin niyang buy one, take one, higher.
I think it comes down to what really is your vision.